Picture this. You are over 60, standing in front of a mirror one morning, and you notice something subtle yet undeniable. Your arms do not look as firm as they used to, your legs tire more quickly when climbing stairs, and the jar of pickles you used to open effortlessly now requires an awkward struggle. For many people, these changes creep in quietly, but they are not inevitable signs of aging. They are often signs of muscle loss, something called sarcopenia, and it can be reversed. Here is the surprising truth. After the age of 60, the body loses muscle at an accelerated pace, sometimes up to 3% every year if nothing is done to stop it. And that muscle is not just for strength or appearance, it is a metabolic powerhouse. It stabilizes your joints, protects your bones from fractures, regulates your blood sugar, and even supports your immune system. In other words, maintaining muscle is not vanity. It is your ticket to living independently, avoiding falls, and staying vibrant well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Now, here is where most people get it wrong. They assume the answer is to eat more protein in general, perhaps by spending a fortune on supplements or fancy powders. But the research shows something far more encouraging. You can build and preserve muscle at any age by strategically adding certain natural, affordable foods to your diet. Foods that are not only rich in high-quality protein, but also come packaged with other nutrients that support blood flow, reduce inflammation, and feed your gut microbiome, all of which accelerate muscle repair and growth. Imagine your body as a beautiful garden. In your younger years, the soil is rich and fertile. Seeds sprout easily, flowers bloom quickly, but as the decades pass, the soil loses some of its vitality. Without the right nourishment, even the hardiest plants struggle. Your muscles are like those plants, and protein-rich foods are not just the seeds, they are the nutrient-rich compost that can restore your soil's fertility. In the next few minutes, we are going to explore 7 inexpensive, high-protein foods that are particularly powerful for people over 60. Some you may already have in your kitchen, others might surprise you. But each one is backed by science, each one works through a slightly different biological pathway, and each one can help you build muscle faster than you might think possible. Here is what we will uncover. First, you will learn how these foods interact with your muscle fibers at the microscopic level, repairing tiny tears and stimulating new growth. Second, you will see how they influence hormones like insulin and growth factors that are critical for muscle maintenance. Third, we will talk about how timing and preparation can double the benefits of what you eat. And finally, I will give you simple, practical ways to integrate these foods into your daily life without spending more than a few dollars a day. So, whether you want to regain the strength to lift your grandchild, hike without pain, or simply feel more confident in your own body, this journey starts here. And by the end, you will not just know what to eat, you will understand why it works, and you will be ready to take the first step today. Let us start with one of the most complete and affordable protein sources you can find: eggs. For decades, they have been caught in the middle of cholesterol debates, but the science is now clear. Eggs are not only safe for most people, they are muscle-building champions. Here is what is really happening inside your body when you eat them. Each egg contains all 9 essential amino acids in the right ratios to maximize something called muscle protein synthesis, the biological process where your body repairs and builds muscle fibers. Think of it like having all the right tools laid out before you start building a house. If one tool is missing, progress slows down. Eggs give you the full toolkit, but it does not stop there. Eggs are also rich in leucine, an amino acid that acts like a switch for muscle growth. Research shows that older adults often need more leucine than younger people to stimulate the same muscle-building response. In fact, a 2021 study from the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who ate a leucine-rich meal experienced significantly greater muscle protein synthesis than those with lower leucine meals. Now, you might be wondering, should you eat the whole egg or just the whites? The answer is whole eggs. The yolk contains not only protein, but also vitamin D, choline, and healthy fats that help with hormone production, including testosterone and growth factors that play a role in maintaining muscle mass. Here's how to make the most of them. Aim for 1 to 2 eggs at breakfast, alongside a source of complex carbohydrates like whole grain toast or oatmeal to provide steady energy for your muscles. If you're worried about cholesterol, consider eating whole eggs 3 to 4 times a week, with the option to add extra whites on other days for more protein without as much fat. Pair eggs with vegetables like spinach or bell peppers to add antioxidants, which help reduce oxidative stress in your muscle tissue. And remember this, protein timing matters. After your morning walk, light workout, or resistance training session, having eggs within 2 hours can maximize the repair process. If this is resonating so far, subscribe for more science-backed health strategies that turn everyday foods into powerful tools for your body. The second food on our list is Greek yogurt, a creamy, versatile, and budget-friendly powerhouse that does far more than satisfy your taste buds. What makes Greek yogurt so effective for people over 60 is its unique combination of high protein, bone-supporting minerals, and gut-friendly probiotics. Here is what is really happening inside your body when you enjoy it. Greek yogurt contains casein and whey, two types of protein that work in different ways. Whey is digested quickly, sending amino acids rushing to your muscles like an express delivery truck. Casein, on the other hand, digests slowly, providing a steady trickle of building blocks for hours. This is especially important for older adults because muscle protein breakdown can occur more rapidly with age. By combining fast and slow proteins, Greek yogurt covers both immediate repair and sustained protection. But there is more. 1 cup of Greek yogurt can provide up to 15 grams of protein and around 20% of your daily calcium needs. Calcium is not just for bones. It is also involved in the contraction of muscle fibers. Think of it as the spark that allows your muscles to fire effectively. Without enough calcium, strength and coordination suffer. Greek yogurt also brings probiotics into the picture. These beneficial bacteria feed your gut microbiome, and a healthy gut does more than aid digestion. It improves nutrient absorption, including protein. Studies have shown that older adults with a healthy gut microbiome have better muscle mass and function compared to those with poor gut health. Here is how to make the most of it. Choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt to avoid excess sugar that can promote inflammation. Add berries, a drizzle of honey, or a sprinkle of cinnamon for natural sweetness and antioxidants. Enjoy it as a mid-morning snack or as part of your post-workout meal when your muscles are most ready to absorb protein. For an extra boost, stir in a tablespoon of ground flax seeds or chia seeds for omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce muscle inflammation. One more tip, eating Greek yogurt in the evening, perhaps an hour before bed, can keep a steady stream of amino acids flowing to your muscles overnight. When much of the repair work happens, the third food on our list is lentils, one of nature's most affordable and nutrient-dense protein sources, and a true gift for anyone over 60 looking to build. They may not have the glamour of a steak or the creaminess of Greek yogurt, but lentils deliver a powerful trifecta plant-based protein, fiber, and a rich array of micronutrients. Here is what is really happening inside your body when you eat them. Each cup of cooked lentils provides around 18 grams of protein, and while plant proteins are sometimes considered incomplete, lentils contain a wide spectrum of essential amino acids, particularly when paired with whole grains like brown rice or quinoa. This pairing creates a complete amino acid profile, giving your muscles everything they need for repair and growth. But the magic of lentils extends far beyond protein. They are loaded with soluble fiber, which feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. And remember, a healthy gut microbiome is like a well-tuned orchestra conductor, ensuring your digestion, nutrient absorption, and even immune response work in harmony. Studies have shown that fiber-rich diets can lower inflammation markers, which is essential because chronic inflammation can sabotage muscle repair, especially in older adults. Lentils are also high in folate, magnesium, and iron. Folate supports DNA repair in muscle cells. Magnesium helps regulate muscle contractions and prevents cramps. Iron delivers oxygen to your muscle tissues, keeping them energized during activity. Without enough iron, fatigue can set in, making it harder to stay active and stimulate muscle growth. Here is how to make the most of them Combine lentils with whole grains like brown rice or millet for a complete protein. Add them to soups, stews, or salads for a hearty, muscle-friendly boost. Use red lentils for quick cooking, green or brown lentils for a firmer texture in salads. Pair with vitamin C, rich vegetables like tomatoes or bell peppers to improve iron absorption. One of the easiest muscle supporting meals you can make is a lentil and vegetable stew drizzled with a touch of extra virgin olive oil. It is inexpensive, easy to digest, and provides a steady release of energy without spiking blood sugar. If this is resonating so far, subscribe for more science-backed health strategies that help you turn simple foods into powerful tools for a stronger, longer life. The fourth food on our list is cottage cheese, a classic slow-release protein source that works quietly behind the scenes, feeding your muscles steadily for hours, even while you sleep. Here is what is really happening inside your body when you eat it. Cottage cheese is rich in protein, which digests much more slowly than whey. Instead of a quick flood of amino acids, it provides a gradual drip, keeping your bloodstream supplied with the building blocks your muscles need over an extended period. For older adults, this is critical because the body's ability to maintain muscle overnight tends to decline. Casein acts like a night shift repair crew working while you rest. A single cup of low-fat cottage cheese delivers about 24 grams of protein, along with calcium and phosphorus to strengthen bones. And here is something many people do not realize. Cottage cheese is naturally high in glutamine, an amino acid that plays a key role in muscle recovery and immune function. Glutamine helps your muscles bounce back faster after activity, making it easier to stay consistent with exercise. One 2018 study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that consuming cottage cheese about 30 minutes before bed boosted overnight muscle protein synthesis in healthy adults. The result? Better muscle preservation and growth over time, especially when combined with resistance training. Here's how to make the most of it. Enjoy half a cup to a cup of cottage cheese as an evening snack, ideally 1 to 2 hours before sleep. Add fresh fruit like pineapple, berries, or peach slices for natural sweetness and antioxidants. Mix with a sprinkle of nuts or seeds for healthy fats, which help keep you satisfied longer. Choose low-sodium versions if you're watching your salt intake. Think of cottage cheese as a muscle insurance policy. You might not feel it working, but while you sleep, it is quietly ensuring that your body stays in a positive protein balance, a key factor in maintaining muscle past 60. The fifth food on our list is tuna, a lean, protein-rich fish that delivers more than just the building blocks for muscle. For people over 60, tuna can be a true ally, not only for maintaining strength, but also for boosting endurance and energy, making it easier to stay active and keep muscles engaged day after day. Let us start with the basics. Tuna is one of the richest natural sources of complete protein. Just 3 ounces, about the size of a deck of cards, contains around 20 grams of protein and all 9 essential amino acids. That means your body gets the full set of tools needed for muscle protein synthesis, the process where muscle fibers are repaired and strengthened after use. But what makes tuna stand out from other protein sources is the unique combination of protein plus omega-3 fatty acids it provides. Here is what is really happening inside your body when you eat it. The omega-3s in tuna, specifically EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, work at the cellular level to reduce chronic inflammation. This is important because inflammation is like rust on your body's machinery. It slows repair, weakens muscle function, and accelerates tissue breakdown. When inflammation is reduced, your muscle cells can respond more efficiently to the signals for growth and recovery. Research has shown that omega-3 fatty acids can also increase muscle protein synthesis in older adults, even without exercise, although the benefits are magnified when combined with resistance training. A 2015 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who supplemented with omega-3 experienced greater gains in muscle strength and size compared to those who did not, even when their protein intake remained the same. In other words, omega-3 make your muscles more responsive to the protein you eat. Tuna is also a rich source of vitamin B12, which supports red blood cell production. Healthy red blood cells are essential for carrying oxygen to your muscles during activity. This oxygen delivery is a major factor in endurance. The more efficiently your muscles receive oxygen, the longer and stronger they can perform before fatigue sets in. For someone over 60, that could mean the difference between getting winded halfway through a walk and comfortably finishing a long hike. Another advantage of tuna is its low fat and calorie content compared to many other high protein foods. This makes it an excellent choice for those who want to increase protein without adding excess calories, which can be especially helpful if you're trying to build lean muscle while keeping your weight in a healthy range. Here is how to make the most of it. Choose water-packed canned tuna for a leaner option, or oil-packed tuna for more calories if you need the extra energy. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week to get a steady supply of omega-3 ces without overdoing it on mercury, which can be a concern with larger fish. Mix tuna with mashed avocado instead of mayonnaise for a creamy texture, plus an extra boost of healthy fats. Add tuna to whole grain pasta salads with vegetables like cherry tomatoes, spinach, and bell peppers for a balanced, nutrient-dense meal. Pair tuna with vitamin C, rich foods like lemon juice or fresh greens to help with iron absorption, which further supports oxygen delivery to your muscles. Timing can also make a difference. Eating tuna as part of your post-exercise meal can help kickstart the repair process and replenish omega-3 levels that may have been depleted during activity. For example, after a light strength training session, a simple tuna salad on whole grain bread paired with a side of fruit can be a perfect recovery meal. Now, let us talk about endurance, because strength alone is not enough. If you build muscle but cannot sustain activity due to fatigue, you will not get the full benefit. The omega-3s in tuna help maintain the integrity of cell membranes and muscle fibers, which allows for better energy production at the mitochondrial level, the power plants of your cells. This means your muscles can keep contracting longer before they start to tire. Over time, that improved endurance helps you stay consistent with physical activity, which is the true driver of long-term muscle preservation. Here is something else worth noting. Tuna also contains selenium, a mineral with antioxidant properties. Antioxidants are your body's defense against oxidative stress, the damage caused by unstable molecules called free radicals. When you exercise, free radicals naturally increase, and while that is a normal part of the training process, too much oxidative stress can slow recovery and lead to muscle soreness. The selenium in tuna helps neutralize excess free radicals so your muscles can recover more quickly and with less discomfort. For those concerned about mercury, the key is moderation and variety. Light tuna, such as skipjack, tends to have lower mercury levels compared to albacore or yellowfin. By alternating tuna with other omega-3 rich fish like salmon or sardines, you can keep your intake balanced and safe. If you think about your body as a finely tuned vehicle, tuna is like premium fuel, not just powering the engine for today's drive, but also keeping it clean, efficient, and ready for the long haul. Protein provides the raw material for repairs, while omega-3s act like high-quality oil, keeping every moving part running smoothly. And the vitamins and minerals in tuna work like maintenance checks, ensuring everything is operating at peak performance. So, whether you are looking to climb stairs without huffing, carry groceries without straining, or simply enjoy an afternoon walk without feeling worn out, adding tuna to your weekly menu can help make that possible. It is affordable, versatile, and deeply supportive of both strength and stamina, two qualities that will serve you well, not just in the coming months, but in the years ahead. The sixth food on our list is soybeans, and I mean the whole, minimally processed kind, such as edamame, tofu, and tempeh. For people over 60, soy offers a unique combination of high-quality plant protein and bioactive compounds that can actually switch on genes related to muscle repair while also protecting your DNA from age-related damage. Let us begin with the protein itself. Soy protein is one of the few plant-based proteins considered complete, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body cannot make on its own. That is critical for muscle protein synthesis, the process where microscopic tears and muscle fibers created during everyday activities or exercise are repaired and strengthened. In older adults, that repair process tends to slow down, so having a steady supply of complete protein becomes even more important. Here's what is really happening inside your body when you eat soy. Soy contains an amino acid profile remarkably similar to animal proteins, but it also brings along its oflavones, plant-derived compounds that act as gentle modulators of your hormones. Its oflavones can bind to estrogen receptors in the body, which is particularly useful for postmenopausal women who experience a decline in estrogen levels, a change that can accelerate muscle loss and bone weakening. By subtly mimicking some of estrogen's protective effects, its oflavones may help maintain lean muscle mass and bone density. In men, soy is often misunderstood due to myths about its hormonal effects, but the scientific literature is clear. Moderate soy consumption does not lower testosterone levels. In fact, some research suggests it may support vascular health, ensuring better blood flow to working muscles, an essential factor in delivering oxygen and nutrients for repair and growth. One of the most intriguing aspects of soy is its potential to influence gene expression. Certain compounds in soy can activate signaling pathways in muscle cells that encourage protein building and reduce protein breakdown. A 2020 study in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle found that older adults consuming soy protein saw improvements in muscle function comparable to those consuming animal-based proteins, especially when combined with resistance exercise. Soy also contains antioxidants including saponins and phenolic acids that protect muscle cells from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is like microscopic rust that forms on your cells over time, impairing their function. When it affects muscle cells, recovery slows and strength gains stall. By reducing this oxidative damage, soy helps keep your muscle cells functioning optimally, even as you age. Here is how to make the most of soy. For a quick high-protein snack, enjoy a bowl of steamed edamame sprinkled with a pinch of sea salt. 1 cup contains around 17 grams of protein. Add firm tofu to stir-fries or soups. It absorbs the flavors of whatever it is cooked with, making it incredibly versatile. Try tempeh, a fermented soy product for sandwiches or salads. Fermentation not only adds a nutty flavor, but also boosts digestibility and provides beneficial probiotics for gut health. Blend silken tofu into smoothies for a creamy texture and a hidden protein boost. One key strategy for older adults is to spread protein intake throughout the day, aiming for at least 20 to 30 grams per meal. This helps maintain a steady supply of amino acids in the bloodstream, keeping your muscles in an anabolic or building state more often. Soy fits perfectly into this pattern because it can be enjoyed at breakfast, tofu scramble, lunch edamame salad, or dinner tempeh stir-fry. Timing matters too. If you are doing light resistance training or even moderate activity like gardening or brisk walking, having soy protein within a couple of hours afterward can enhance recovery. The combination of amino acids and its oflavones works together to reduce post-activity inflammation and accelerate the rebuilding process. For endurance, soy's benefits extend beyond protein. Isoflavones have been linked to improved blood vessel flexibility and lower arterial stiffness, meaning better circulation during activity. Better circulation translates into more efficient nutrient and oxygen delivery to your muscles, which helps them work longer before fatigue sets in. There is also the bone connection. Soy protein paired with isoflavones has been shown in multiple studies to help maintain bone mineral density in older adults. Since bone and muscle health are closely linked, strong bones provide the structural support muscles need to function effectively. Soy supports both systems at once. This is critical for preventing falls and fractures, a major concern past 60. Some people worry about processed soy products. The key here is to stick to whole or minimally processed forms like edamame, tofu, and tempeh. Avoid heavily processed soy protein isolates found in many snack bars or sugary shakes, as these often come with additives that offer no benefit and may cause digestive discomfort. For those new to soy, start small, perhaps with half a cup of edamame as a side dish or a tofu stir-fry once or twice a week. Pay attention to how your body responds and gradually increase from there. For many older adults, 2 to 4 servings per week can provide meaningful benefits without over-relying on any single protein source. Think of soy as a multi-talented health partner. Its protein repairs and builds. Its isoflavones fine-tune your hormones and improve circulation. Its antioxidants defend your muscle cells from wear and tear. And its versatility means it can fit into almost any dietary pattern, whether you eat animal products or not. The bottom line is this. After 60, building muscle is not just about piling on any protein. It is about choosing proteins that come with supporting compounds to make that protein more effective. So it does exactly that. By working at the genetic, hormonal, and cellular levels, it ensures that every gram of protein you eat works harder for you. And when paired with consistent movement, soy can help you not only hold on to your strength, but actually increase it, giving you the vitality to enjoy the activities you love for years to come. The seventh and final food on our list is pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas. These small, unassuming seeds are one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can add to your diet, especially after the age of 60. They deliver not only a solid dose of high-quality plant protein, but also a powerful collection of antioxidants, minerals, and healthy fats that work together to protect your muscles from age-related decline. Let us start with the protein profile. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds, about a small handful, contains around 9 grams of protein. That may not sound like much compared to a chicken breast, but here is the secret. Pumpkin seed protein is particularly rich in arginine and glutamic acid. Arginine is an amino acid that plays a key role in producing nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens your blood vessels. This means better blood flow to your muscles, ensuring they receive the oxygen and nutrients they need during both activity and recovery. Here is what is really happening inside your body when you eat them. That improved circulation from arginine makes every workout, whether it is a brisk walk, a session of light resistance training, or even climbing stairs, more productive. Muscles with better blood supply recover faster, suffer less damage, and are primed to grow stronger. The glutamic acid in pumpkin seeds also supports brain function and helps balance neurotransmitters, which can influence your motivation and energy for physical activity. That connection between brain and muscle is often overlooked, but the truth is, if your brain is fatigued, your body will not push itself to its full potential. What really sets pumpkin seeds apart, though, is their antioxidant load. They are packed with vitamin E in several forms, including alpha-tocopherol and gamma-tocopherol, along with carotenoids and polyphenols. Antioxidants neutralize the free radicals generated during exercise and everyday metabolism. Without antioxidants, those free radicals can cause oxidative stress, a type of molecular damage that accelerates muscle breakdown, slows recovery, and contributes to the loss of muscle mass over time. A 2014 study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that pumpkin seed oil reduced markers of inflammation and oxidative stress in older adults, suggesting that even in small amounts, pumpkin seed compounds can have measurable protective effects. For muscle health, that means fewer damaged fibers after exercise and quicker repair. Then there is the mineral content. Pumpkin seeds are one of the best natural sources of magnesium, with just 1 ounce providing nearly 40% of the daily recommended amount. Magnesium plays a role in more than 300 enzymatic processes in the body, including muscle contraction, relaxation, and protein synthesis. Without adequate magnesium, you are more likely to experience muscle cramps, fatigue, and slower recovery. They are also high in zinc, a mineral essential for immune function and wound healing. In the context of muscle building, zinc helps regulate the enzymes that repair muscle tissue and supports the production of anabolic hormones like testosterone, which influences muscle growth in both men and women. For older adults, maintaining optimal zinc levels can mean the difference between gradual muscle loss and sustained strength. Here's how to make the most of pumpkin seeds. Enjoy them raw or lightly roasted for a snack, but avoid heavily salted or sugar-coated varieties. Add them to salads for extra crunch and a protein boost. Blend them into smoothies for a nutty flavor and extra nutrients. Sprinkle them over oatmeal or yogurt for a balanced breakfast that supports muscle recovery all day. Use pumpkin seed butter as a spread for whole grain toast. It is a delicious alternative to peanut or almond butter, and it provides a slightly different nutrient profile. One strategy I recommend is pairing pumpkin seeds with a carbohydrate source post-exercise, such as fresh fruit. The carbohydrates help replenish glycogen stores in your muscles, while the pumpkin seeds deliver the protein and antioxidants needed for repair. That combination accelerates recovery and prepares your body for your next activity. For those who want to maximize the endurance side of muscle health, pumpkin seeds are also a great source of healthy fats, including alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3. ALA supports cardiovascular health, which is directly linked to your ability to sustain activity without fatigue. Better cardiovascular function means your muscles get the oxygen they need for longer periods, allowing you to maintain strength workouts, walks, or hikes more comfortably. It is also worth noting that pumpkin seeds are incredibly shelf-stable and easy to keep on hand. You can store them in a jar in your pantry for months without losing much of their nutritional potency. This makes them a perfect go-to muscle support snack, especially if you travel or have busy days when preparing full meals is a challenge. Think of pumpkin seeds as a compact, all-in-one muscle support package. They provide protein for repair, minerals for performance, antioxidants for protection, and healthy fats for endurance. And because they are so versatile, you can incorporate them into your diet in countless ways without getting bored. In many ways, they are like nature's own nutritional insurance policy. Small, affordable, and incredibly efficient at delivering multiple benefits with every bite. For someone over 60 who wants to not only maintain muscle, but actively improve strength and stamina, pumpkin seeds are a simple yet powerful addition to the weekly routine. So, as we wrap up our list, remember this: building muscle after 60 is not about chasing a single superfood or making extreme changes overnight. It is about consistently choosing foods, like pumpkin seeds, that work on multiple levels to keep your muscles strong, your energy high, and your recovery quick. When you combine these foods with regular movement and smart recovery habits, you set yourself up for years of strength, independence, and vitality. We have traveled together through 7 remarkable, affordable, high-protein foods: eggs, Greek yogurt, lentils, cottage cheese, tuna, soy, and pumpkin seeds, each one chosen not just for the amount of protein it contains, but for the unique, science-backed ways it supports muscle health after 60. We began by understanding that muscle is not just about appearance. It is a living, active tissue that supports your joints, protects your bones, regulates your metabolism, balances your blood sugar, and even strengthens your immune system. And while the natural tendency is for muscle mass to decline with age, the reality is that you have far more control over that process than most people realize. Here is what is really happening inside your body when you act on this knowledge. Every time you choose one of these foods, you are delivering a message to your muscles: grow, repair, stay strong. You are supplying essential amino acids to rebuild fibers, omega-3s to calm inflammation, minerals to power contractions, antioxidants to prevent oxidative damage, and bioactive compounds to fine-tune your hormonal environment for optimal muscle function. Think of it like maintaining a home you plan to live in for decades to come. The structure might be aging, but with the right care, it can remain solid, beautiful, and functional. Your muscles are that structure. If you ignore them, they weaken and deteriorate. But if you feed them, use them, and protect them, they can serve you faithfully well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. The practical takeaway is simple. Integrate these 7 foods into your weekly routine. Rotate them so your meals stay interesting. Pair them with colorful vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats for complete nourishment. And time your protein intake around periods of activity, morning walks, resistance training, gardening, or even household chores, so your muscles can capture those nutrients when they are needed most. Most importantly, start today. Choose just one of these foods to add to your next meal. Notice how your body feels in the coming week. Maybe more energy when you walk, less soreness after lifting something heavy, or simply a greater sense of vitality. Small changes compound over time, and in a few months, you will be amazed at the difference. If this message has resonated with you and you want more science-backed strategies to stay strong energized, and independent at any age, subscribe and join our BioBites community. Here, we translate cutting-edge medical research into clear, practical steps you can act on today. Your age does not define your strength. Your choices do. So, feed your body like it matters because it does.